Hey, welcome everyone to Unpack This, the podcast where we slow down, tell the truth, and unpack the things we have been carrying silently, right? Um, I'm your host, Gloria Bailey Ray, the authentic coach, because I believe authenticity is not just a trait, it's a necessity. This show is for women who are tired of overextending, tired of shrinking, and tired of pretending everything is fine. Here, we unpack relationships, career challenges, emotional boundaries, self worth, and the moments in life when you realize something has to change. So I want to encourage you, take a breath, take a deep breath, get comfortable, and prepare for conversations that are honest, healing, and empowering. So let's unpack this together. If you were with me last week, last episode, we talked about the reinvention nobody talks about, right? But today's conversation, whew, this one is personal. We're going to be discussing why turning 50 is the beginning and not the end. We're going to talk about something that I think many women feel, but are afraid to say out loud. And that is this: what does it mean to become more visible after 50? In this world that actually often treats aging women like we should disappear quietly, by the way. But let's be honest, society has a very complicated relationship with women and aging. And I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to say it, especially visible women, right? Society has this complicated relationship, not only with visible women, but with confident women, powerful women, opinionated women, women who continue evolving publicly, women who continue becoming after midlife, right? Um, and, you know, I guess somewhere along the way, many women were taught that aging means shrinking. Come on now. Shrinking your voice, shrinking your dreams, shrinking your body. How about this is a big one: shrinking your confidence and shrinking your visibility. I know some of you out there can relate. If you put in the comment section where you're tuned in from, let me hear from you, right? But society also has a way of shrinking your desires. That's right. And you are allowed to have them, by the way. And it's as if womanhood has an expiration date. Hmm. And I want and I need to say this clearly today. I reject that narrative completely. I hope you do too. But I reject it, right? Because some women, they're not fading after 50. Some women are finally arriving, all right? Um, when I think about my own life, and this stage of my journey, I am becoming more visible, not less visible. I'm doing things like I'm writing books, launching podcasts, speaking publicly, building platforms, and that's with an S. And I'm using my voice differently. And as a result, I'm also showing up differently. I own space differently. And let me tell you something honestly. That kind of visibility after a certain age can make people feel uncomfortable. Those of you who've been following me through season 1, season 2, and now season 3, that word keeps coming up. Uncomfortable. We make people uncomfortable. And why do I say that? Because society is accustomed to celebrating younger women becoming, but older women, we are expected to become quieter. I love this word, safer, smaller. How about less expressive, less bold, less visible? And yet, many women over 50 are entering the most powerful season of their lives. Why? For me, it's quite simple. Because wisdom changes you. That's right. Experiences change you. Healing, got my hand up, changes you. Loss changes you. Survival changes you. And eventually, a woman reaches a point where she says, and hear me when I say this, she says, I am too grown to spend the rest of my life apologizing for existing fully. Come on, y'all. That's worth some snaps for sure. Um, and again, let me just say it again. I want you to say that with me. I am too grown to spend the rest of my life apologizing for existing fully. All right, all right. So let's talk about invisibility because this is real. It really is. Many women experience a shift after midlife where they begin feeling unseen. And the first place that comes to mind is they feel unseen in workplaces, in media, in relationships. Definitely, y'all know in beauty culture, even socially. And for some women, that invisibility becomes emotional. hmm And I say that because they begin questioning, do I still matter? Am I still desirable? Am I still relevant? Is there still room for me? I do quite a bit of reading and according to AARP research and multiple studies, of course, they're always being done on aging and media representation. Women over 50 remain, hear this word, significantly underrepresented in advertising, in entertainment, and leadership visibility. And ooh, that's despite representing a massive and influential demographic. So you're saying, authentic coach, what are you saying? Translation, this is what I'm saying. The culture often overlooks women precisely when women are becoming their wisest. Just let that sit there with you for a moment. And that disconnect affects confidence. And this is especially true in a world that is obsessed with youth culture. Filters, anti-aging messaging, beauty standards that tell women you need to look younger, act younger. Here's a good one for you. Hide aging, fight aging, erase aging. Y'all feel me? But I want to challenge something today. What if aging is not something to hide? What if aging is evidence? Evidence that you survived. Evidence that you learned. Evidence that you evolved. I love this one. I can relate so much. Evidence that you kept going. All right, now come on, come on, come on. See, some women were aged like shame. Me, I wear it like wisdom because every year taught me something. Yes, it did. Some lessons cost me tears. And some lessons cost heartbreak. Some of those lessons cost me disappointment. And guess what? Some of those lessons actually cost me reinvention. But through it all, hear me when I say it, through it all of it shaped me. All of it. And I think women deserve spaces where aging is not treated like decline. How about this? But expansion. Yeah, that's our new favorite word. Expansion. Let me, it's heavy. You guys always know this is heavy. But allow me to just talk honestly about beauty standards. Because women receive messages from very early years that beauty equals worth. And unfortunately, there are many women who have internalized the belief that their value decreases with age, especially in a culture, think about this, that profits from female insecurity. And let me say this carefully and slowly, right? There is nothing wrong with wanting to look beautiful. Nothing. There's nothing wrong with self-care. There is nothing wrong with feeling attractive, and certainly nothing wrong with wanting to feel confident. But hear me when I say this. Confidence rooted only in youth is fragile because eventually youth changes, body changes, skin changes. Oh, y'all follow me. Energy changes. So if your entire identity is rooted in external validation, aging, now I understand this really, aging can feel terrifying. But when confidence becomes internal, ooh, y'all ready for this? Get your pen and pad. A woman becomes dangerous in the best possible way. Did you guys get that? When confidence becomes internal, a woman becomes dangerous in the best possible way. Because why? She no longer needs permission to feel valuable. Real talk, real talk, real talk. I think one of the most beautiful things about getting older is clarity. You begin realizing everybody's opinion cannot run your life. You stop over explaining yourself. You stop auditioning for acceptance. Come on now. You stop needing universal approval. And honestly, that freedom is beautiful. It is, truly is. Because you or the younger versions of ourselves have often spent years trying to be chosen. But healing, when you heal, healing teaches you can choose yourself too. And let me say something else that needs to be said. Women over 50 are still sensual, still attractive, still vibrant, still evolving, definitely still worthy of romance and passion and worthy of joy. Do I need to repeat that again, you guys? See, society becomes uncomfortable when older women remain expressive, visible, confident, and emotionally alive. Ooh, I told you it's always heavy. But that discomfort does not mean we should disappear. Not at all. See, I think what happens is many women hit midlife and begin asking like deeper questions. Not what do people want from me, but the question is, what do I want from my life now? And that question changes everything. And I hope you all are paying attention. Look, kids are grown up, they've moved off, they're doing their own thing. Different people who've been in and out of your life, friendship changes, relationship changes. You know, but now you're left with focusing on you. And what do you want from your life now? And that question, it literally does change everything because so many women have spent decades caregiving. All right, y'all, give me a thumbs up. Sacrificing, supporting everybody else's dreams. And then one day y- they realize, I still have dreams too. All I can tell you is when that realization hit, it's powerful. That is the reality. It is powerful. See, this is why reinvention after midlife is becoming more common. All right. See, women, remember I talked about wisdom, knowledge. Yeah, women are launching businesses later. They're writing books later. They're changing careers later. Leaving unhealthy relationships later, returning to school later, traveling later, speaking publicly later. Because, purpose does not expire. Do you hear that? My friends, purpose does not expire. Research from the Kauffman Foundation found that entrepreneurial activity among adults aged 45 to 65 has steadily increased, y'all, with older adults often building more sustainable and successful ventures due to experience and that word, emotional resilience. That matters. Don't let nobody tell you it doesn't. It does. See, society often frames aging as decline, while many women are actually stepping into deeper purpose. I think some women become more authentic with age because they finally stop performing. Hmm. They stop trying to fit impossible standards. And sometimes some of you, that's where you got to do some deep reflective stuff. You stop chasing everybody's approval. You may say you never did, but deep down, is that really true? And what happens is that women start asking, what feels aligned for me now? Right? Let me let me let me again underscore this. Visibility after 50, it requires courage because visibility, here's another nugget, visibility invites scrutiny. Yeah, it does. Because you know what? People question your relevance. People question your appearance, your ambition. Yes, yeah, your ambition, your confidence, your sexuality, your voice. All of that comes into question. But let me tell you something I have learned. A visible woman gives other women permission to stop hiding. Stick a pin in that. And that matters because when other women see someone speaking, they see another woman creating, leading, reinventing, aging unapologetically. It expands possibility. And honestly, that is one reason I continue showing up publicly. Because too many women are hiding brilliance behind fear. And if you've not heard that, fear, FEAR, false evidence appearing real. Women are hiding their brilliance behind fear of judgment, fear of aging, fear of criticism, fear of visibility. But I want to tell you, hiding does not protect your purpose. And maybe, just maybe, some women listening today are realizing I don't want to spend the next chapter of my life shrinking. You want to travel? You want to create? You want to love? You want to speak? You want to laugh louder? You want to dress boldly? You want to launch something? You want to be seen, be heard, be fully alive. I just need you to hear this clearly. You are not too old. You are not too late. You are not irrelevant. You are becoming. That's right. And becoming after 50 is powerful now because you carry wisdom with your confidence. Ooh, you carry discernment with your visibility. You know things that younger versions of yourself did not know. And that wisdom is valuable. I think one of the saddest things a woman can do is emotionally disappear before her life is over. I know some of you stopped dreaming. Your life's not over. You stopped creating. Your life wasn't over. You stopped evolving. You stopped expressing yourself because society has told you that your aging meant fading. Hear me when I say this. No, no. Some women are becoming brighter with age, more grounded, more confident, more intentional, more authentic, more powerful. And maybe that is the real beauty of aging. Not pretending to be younger, but becoming more yourself, right? So today, I want you to ask yourself, where have I been making myself smaller because of fear, age, or other people's expectation? Just ask yourself. And what would happen if I stopped apologizing for being visible? Now, I need you to sit with that honestly. Come on now. Come on. Because the world does not need less of your voice now. It needs more women willing to age out loud, right? So that's my challenge to you. I want to thank you as always for joining me for another episode of Unpack This. Be sure and like, follow, and look, if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone else or others that you feel would benefit from today's episode, right? Also, for those of you, you notice the books in the background. Hey, they are available in paperback, ebook, on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Ingram Sparks. Check it out. It's about time to change your life, start growing. And I want you to remember this. Visibility has no expiration date. So here's to living authentically. And until next time, keep growing, keep believing, and keep choosing yourself. I'm Gloria Bailey Ray, the Authentic Coach. I'll see you next episode. Peace and blessings.
We don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long, got to keep going. Don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long, got to keep going. Don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long, got to keep going. Don't really know where the world is gonna go, but now everybody knows that you can't stop for too long, got to keep going. What you want to be, go and you will see. You can have everything you want. It's your destiny, be in harmony. We were never meant to be apart. What you want to be, go and you will see. You can have everything